Well, the Devyani Khobragade case may finally come to an end with reports of a face-saving deal between Washington and New Delhi.
Now, according to these reports, the United States State Department will approve Devyani's transfer to the UN, granting her immunity as long as she serves there, but will not drop charges against her. Here's a report.
The solution emerging is such that it's a face-saver for both India and the United States. According to reports of a quid pro quo between the two governments, US will approve Devyani Khobragade's transfer to the UN mission and respect the immunity it grants to the diplomat. There are also reports that India had filed an application for UN accreditation on Friday. But with the US administration on Christmas leave, the approval is likely to come only next week. However, the US will keep the Nannygate case open. It has also made it very clear that the immunity would not be retrospective, meaning action can be taken against Devyani if the immunity is withdrawn. Also, if Devyani is shifted out of the US to a consulate in any other country, she would be treated as an absconder by American authorities. The conciliatory mood is already evident in India.
We are in a conversation at different levels. Let the conversation go to its logical conclusion. My cabinet colleagues are all very concerned, and I do believe that they are speaking from their hearts. I try to put my head and my heart together, and let me just say that this is my job. I will do my job. Let me do my job.
Our relationship with the United States of America is far too important. It's a strategic partnership. As mature democracies, issues get addressed, but issues are not allowed to cast an ominous shadow on what is truly a building partnership.
There is, however, a small hitch with Devyani's husband, Akash Singh Rathore, being a US citizen who was born and raised there. For Devyani to stay in US would mean putting her permanently in the UN position. According to reports, the envoy's New York posting was in part due to her husband's status as a United States citizen. Meanwhile, protests against US continue to exert pressure on relations between the two countries. Analysts are, however, confident the spat would not have a lasting effect on the relations of the two countries. Bureau Report, headlines today.
Saurabh Shukla is the Foreign Affairs Editor of Mail Today. He sent us this report earlier from New York.
Well, it's Christmas time, holiday season, so everything is shut here in the US. Clearly, even the official offices are shut, so there is not much that's happening on the Devyani case. But certainly, despite the fact that it's holiday time here, the Indian diplomats are working overtime. They're in touch with the State Department officials, trying to push the diplomatic immunity in some ways, because that's the critical thing for her. We've been told that she has been exempted from a court hearing. Her lawyer will appear on Monday, that's expected. So that's one thing we can tell you. But at this moment, certainly the back channel that's working. At this moment, Indian diplomats here in New York and in Washington, they're trying hard to intercede on behalf of Devyani to make sure that there's a closure to this case. But as we talk, certainly it's a slow process.